Again, if after the letter A comes one consonant, one vowel, it will be A. Understood? Look at the example that I have indicated there. Name, face, lake, plate, and snake. And a lot of things more. Understood? Do not forget. So that even if no Hannah, you know how to read. Just remember, Hannah said if there's a letter A, then after the letter A comes a consonant and a vowel. We will read A, not A, but A. Understood? Next, you please read.
If after letter A comes one consonant letter or two consonants, one after another letter A, will be pronounced as A.
As A. Okay? So this one, look. After the letter A comes two consonants. Okay? The sound will be
A.
A. Not A, but A. So, example. Ant. It's not ant, okay? At school, some people will say ant. Wrong. You call it ant. Why? N is a consonant. T is a consonant. Another example. This is very interesting. A lot of people, they will say apple. No, it's not an apple, okay? Look. Consonant. This is letter A. So it will be apple. Not apple, not apple, okay? So it's not apple, it's not apple, but it's apple. Why? After the letter A, two consonants. Next, your turn.
Letter A before the letter R will be pronounced as long A.
Very good. So now, look at here. If there is an A, then after A comes R, it will be long A. It will be a long A, huh? Nigo connect. It will be car. I mean A darost. Okay, so it will be car. Did you understand? It's not car. Wrong. It's car. Because the rule is, if after the letter A comes letter R, the A will be darost. Another one. After A comes R, right? So this is not park. It's park. A daros. Did you understand? Do not forget. The next one, Dodar, read.
If after letter A, one of two letter L comes one after another, letter A will be pronounced as long O.
Very good. This is also very important. A lot of my students ask me this, okay? Eyes on the board, all of you. This is letter A, and after the letter A, idut dve L, okay? So after A comes two L's, or even one L, the sound of A will be O sound. That's why we say all. Did you understand? We will not say al. Another one is A. After the A, there's an L. Then a W, idalshe. Hamavakt, sigda. Always we will read. Why? This is a letter A. Yes, it's an A. But after the A comes an L. So it will be always. Alakay, uje. Okay, so look. Already. Not already, already. Because after the letter A comes letter L. Did you understand? Okay, next rule. Inora, you do that faster.
Letter C before this vowel, letters E, I, Y will be pronounced as C.
Very good. Okay. A lot of people, this is the problem. This is the problem. because they do not know the rule. All of you, look at the board. So this is your letter C, right? If after the letter C comes E, I, Y, the sound of this will not be K. The sound of this will be S. Eta Rus comes S. Eta Anglis comes S. Okay? An example, Fujaira, Kletka. We will not read it as Kel, we will read it as Sel. Why? After C, idud E. Another example, I. Okay? Doira, Krugli. A lot of my students, pre-int, inter, they will say kirkel. Wrong. It's circle. Why? C and I. Did you understand? Another funny thing is your velik, okay? The dve kaliso. They will say kaikel. This is C and this is Y. So you will read it as cycle. What is cycle? Cycle has two meanings, okay? Bicycle, it means to say, shunibut idut krugli, 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 krugli. And another one means a process. Cycle of life, it is not from baby, you will be a schoolboy. From schoolboy, you will be a teenager. From a teenager, you will be an adult. Then from adult, you will be an elderly. And that's it. That's the cycle, okay? So, it's called cycle, not kukul. A lot of students will read it like that because they didn't study the rules of reading letters. So again, Kolosaiga, after C, E, we read it as C, okay? C and I, we read it as C. C and Y, we read it as the same, not K. Did you understand? Let's go to the next rule. Madam.
For the other station, letter C will be pronounced as K.
Okay. For the other situation, letter C will be pronounced as K. So this is, everyone knows this, right? So for other situations, the C will have a K sound. Na primer, cake, car, cat, idalshe. Understood? This is very easy. Everyone knows that. Next.
If letters C and H comes one after another together, they will be pronounced as Ch.
Oh, of course. So if the C and K comes together, they come together, they will have the K sound. Na primer, back, black, block, idalshe. For beginner, they will read it as sk. They will say blask. No. So if the C and K comes together, which sound will it get?
Block.
K sound. Okay, the next one. Please read.
Letter E at the end of one syllable both will be pronounced as a long.
No. Before that, please read. If letters.
If letter C and H comes one after another together, they will be pronounced as
Ch. Okay, all of you, I want you to listen carefully to this, okay? 99% of C and H, we say it che. Cherry, chair, itagdali. Krome, krome, krome. It's not chemist, okay? It's called chemists. Chemists. Chemistry. Did you understand? A lot of my students will say, 95% of them will say chemistry, chemists. It's your dorohona, the synonym of pharmacy, the synonym of drugstore. Dorohona apteka, it's chemists. And chemistry, it's your chemia, okay? So chemistry. Except the che sound, do not say it as chemistry. Do not pronounce it as chemist. Did you understand? It's exclusione, exemption. In every rule, we have exemptions. What is that?
Because there has letter E, yes?
Very good.
Check.
I told you this, right? Okay, so did you understand? Let's go to the next one. Please read. Please read.
Letter E at the end of the one-syllable words will be pronounced as long E.
E. Very
Two
good.
letter E together also will be pronounced as long E.
Okay, now, eyes on the board. One E or two E's, you will pronounce it as E. Okay? So when you pronounce on, vaibacha, you will say, he is Joshua. He is Faridun. Do not say he. Karut ke no. It should be idaros. Okay? He, she. And this one, tree. Tree. Okay? And if it is numeric 3, it will be 3. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, the next one.
Letter E and A comes one after another together. They will be pronounced as long E.
Very good. The same thing, okay? So if E and A, they come together, the sound will be E daros. So let's say our favorite in winter, tea. Understood? What else? A lot of example there. So, arzon. Cheap. This is cheap. Yeah. Do not say cheap. Why? Nigokonat ha. This one, it means arzon. Cheap. But if you say cheap, eta cheap, вот это cheap, который телефон, or chips, который ми кушаем. So be careful, make it this one. And another very, very important. When I worked in the American banks, they told me like this. Eyes on the board, all of you. All of us here are adults, okay? Поняли, na? If you say beach, это значит плохой женщина. Be careful in reading this, okay? You should say beach. I want to go to the beach. Do not say I want to go to the beach. So it's another meaning. So be careful when you pronounce something. Understood? Okay, so the next one.
If after letter E comes one or two consonant letters, we will pronounce letter E as a.
Very good for saying this. A lot of students, they make mistakes here. Eyes on the board. My favorite during breakfast. Tohom. Yay, so. They will say, I ate egg in the morning. Wrong. If after the letter E comes one or two consonants, it will be eh sound. Egg, not ig. Did you understand? So, example would be egg, hen, leg, pen, itagdali. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Letter G before the vowels E-I will be pronounced as J.
Very good. Eyes on the board again. E, I, and Y. So, the sound will be J. Do not forget, huh? In Russian, a lot of confusements when it comes to reading this letter. Your gel de la dusha, right? So you do not say it body gel. You call it body gel. Why? Because after G is a vowel E. So you will say not gel, but it will be gel. Gel. What else? What else? Nagot. This is a G and this is an E. It will be cage. Kletka tila životni. Okay? So, after the letter G comes an E, I, and Y. The sound will be J. J.
And page.
Yes, page. Except. What is except? Krome, give, get. We will not say jive. We will not say jet. Understood? Next. Next. Shemo.
For the other situation later, G will be pronounced as R.
As g. G.
Yeah.
Okay. So here I do not need to explain because all of the G, the sound is ge. Give, get, go. Next.
If after letter I comes one consonant letter and one vowel letter, will we pronounce the letter I as I?
Very good. Eyes on the board. This is the letter I. After I comes a consonant, okay? And a vowel. This one will be I sound. Na primer, hide, not hid. Why? After the I is a consonant and a vowel. Hide. What else? Fine, time, like. Okay, the next one.
Letter I before the combination of this letter LD and D G
Very good.
will be pronounced as I.
Very good. A lot of mistakes here also. When they are hurrying, they make mistakes. Eyes on the board. If after I comes consonants, okay? Consonants LD or consonants GH and consonants ND, the sound will be I, not E. So, eyes on the board. So, sorry, the sound will not be I, but the sound will be E. So, it will be child, hamakasa, child,
Child,
high,
high,
and find.
find.
So, this is not chilled, this is not he, and this is not find. It will be I. Because after the I is LD, GH, and D. Did you understand? Next.
If after letter I one or two consonant letter comes together, letter I will be pronounced as E.
Ito says na yun. Okay, so it will be is, ill, it, lip, and milk. Everyone knows this. Okay, let's go to the next one.
If after letter I comes letter R, together they will be pronounced as ear.
Very good. So now, be careful of this. Okay, if after I comes RD, it will not be prastoy I, it will be E. Example. This is not beard. This is bird. Sound. Hamakasa. So this is
Bird.
very good. Not beard, huh? Bird. Because if you will say beard, it will be baranda. So this one is paranda. So bird. Sound. Bird. Okay, the next one.
If after letter O comes a consonant letter, one vowel letter, O will be pronounced as O.
Very good. So, eyes on the board. This is the letter O. Then after the letter O comes one consonant, then one vowel. It will be
One.
wa. One. Another one is ustohon. Bone. O. Bone. Understood? Okay, next.
If after letter O, one or two consonant letters comes together, the letter O will be pronounced as O.
Everyone knows that. On, pot, stop, no need for me to explain because everyone reads it like this. Next.
If after letter O comes letter R together, we will pronounce them as long O.
Very good. So, look at this. Duta O, it will be daros. Book. Book. Okay? Luna. Moon. Very good. Next.
If two letters O comes one after another together, they will be pronounced as long one.
Это уже мы приходили. Последний.
Letter R after the vowels letter will not be pronounced.
Okay. This is for British English. Eyes on the board. Eyes on the board. The difference between American English and British English is this. If there is A, then after A comes an R, or any R. For Americans, they pronounce the R. So we will say car. But if British, the R, the ending, will not be pronounced. They will say ka. Ka. So let's say daliko. For Americans, they will say the rec sound. It will be far. My house is far from here. But if it's British, my house is far from here. You understand? It doesn't matter whether you use American or whether you use British English, it doesn't make any difference at all. Even if I say to my students, you need to always speak the natural way. Speak how it is comfortable for you. Understood? The most important thing is you open your mouth and you speak. But our book, the Headway one, since it's under Oxford, it will be having the British pronunciation. Understood? Okay. So do you have any questions about this? It's a very long topic. Memorize it at home, okay? Next topic.